And welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy, brought to you by TaylorMade Golf. Check out the latest from TaylorMade Golf at TaylorMadeGolf.com. If you're just joining us, again, we're reading off golf records from therecordsetter.com. We got a few more of those, but I want to touch on this one record that I found, which it's not on Record Setter, but supposedly this gentleman played in a USAM qualifier. And this happened earlier in this year, and I didn't even realize this is in July of 2019.
Don't you have to be a low handicapper kind of?
You do. This guy, 2.2 index.
Wow, good player.
All right. Guy named Trey Billardello from Jupiter, Florida. He went to do the USAM qualifier. This was at July 15th, 16 at Mayaco Lakes Country Club in West Palm Beach, Florida. They confirmed that they thought there might have been an actual scoring error, but then they went back through and talked to Darren Green, who is the FSGA's Director of Rules and Competitions, and said that via email, the player, 33-year-old Trey Billadaro, signed for a score of 202. But the person entering scores did not know how to input anything higher than a score of 19 on a single hole. So it may have been higher, but Billadaro missed the cut by 124 shots. He's listed as a 2.2 handicap. He's posted several tournament scores in the 70s in the past few years, so he's legitimate. He's been a professional caddy. He's worked in the past for Jim Herman and Annie Park, and has looped for Matt Every. Every played on the PGA Tour.
That's 12 on every hole.
Yeah. The FGSA declined to comment on further details, but after consulting with the USGA Golfing Association, they disqualified Billadaro under Rule 1.2 for serious misconduct and failing to play within the spirit of the game.
Oh, he gave up. That's what it sounds like, right?
So,
oh, man.
That's what Beth Major of the USGA told Golf Digest. Major added his disqualification seemed appropriate as a result of the individual's failure to show concentration for other players, deliberately playing away from the hole to run up his score. Multiple players in the field.
Why do that? So he has this record, kind of, you think?
I guess. Multiple players in the field, including Billadaro's playing competitor, confirmed similar stories to GolfChannel.com. I've never seen anything like it before, said incoming LaSalle freshman Christian Fortis, who had a front row seat at the eye-popping round. It was quite an experience. Billadaro and Fortis teed off number 10. This was on Monday, July 19th. They were the opening twosome at 8 a.m. He started off like normal.
Oh, everybody was behind him?
Yeah. He was actually not a bad golfer. He hit some nice shots, had 2 pars, then started to go a little downhill after that. Billadaro parred each of his first 2 holes before making triple bogey at the par 4 12th. He then carded a 10 on the par 5 13th in his first of 10 double-digit scores on individual consecutive holes after that.
Flat gave up.
Fortis said that once their group caught up to the last group of the opposite side of the tee, they got more bizarre. He would chip shots and scoot his ball around the tee box just to add strokes. And then he would just pipe a 2-iron down the middle of the fairway, hit it on the green, and scoot his ball around the hole again with his putter. And then he'd tap it in. Billadaro's second 9 included a 25 on the par 4 second, a 21 on the par 4 fourth, and a closing par on the par 5 ninth.
My honest opinion,
yes,
he should have been kicked off the golf course.
Yeah. But it explains why he shot 202.
But that's really poor,
But here's Fortis at the end. It is, but here's
attitude.
Here's Fortis at the end, who's playing partner, the guy who witnessed Billadaro's antics. He said Fortis ended up shooting a 76, and he made the cut, which was, thank God, because he played with this guy. He said Billadaro's antics affected him a couple of times, but that overall it wasn't too distracting yet, that Billadaro was funny and cracking jokes while he was playing and going through it.
No, that guy's a kind
He goes, the
man.
thing about it that was really sad was that there are people out here trying to shoot a good score, and they're going for it. It's things that they've practiced for and they've prepared for, and then Billadaro's out there.
And it's not cheap getting in that.
No.
Right? He's paying his $500, $800, whatever the entry fee is for the amateur. It's not cheap.
No.
I don't know that number, but it's in hundreds. So
So anyway,
Well,
that's the 202 at the
So
USAM.
you think he'll let him back in?
No, I bet not. I would highly doubt it.
How long is your driver? Do you know how many inches you fit? You're a fitter.
I believe it's 45 and a half.
Okay, what's the longest you've ever fitted someone?
The longest I've ever fitted to was the long driver that David Schmandl built for me.
But one that you personally have recommended for somebody.
Yeah,
What's the longest?
I think a 46.
So is 28 feet too long, you think?
That's very long.
The longest usable golf club in history is by Michael Firth of the U.S. made a club that was measured 28 feet with 1 inch. It's 8.57 meters. It was still usable. In fact, he used it to hit the ball 59 yards. While doing this, he took out 18 people in the gallery. No, just kidding on that part. He used the intention to get the club to raise money for breast cancer awareness. How much money he ended up raising, we're not sure, but he certainly created a way to do it. 28-foot driver, man. You got to be outside.
That's massive.
Well, yeah, as long as the ball's teed up in the teeing ground, you're okay. He's standing in a parking lot, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So 28 feet. The longest golf cart. There's a couple here that we should get involved. I ripped most of them up. But the longest golf cart is like, I think I did rip it up. It's like 42 feet long or something, man. Like that's huge.
Well, I truly think what would be cool too, and we could maybe do this as part of a fundraiser for the First Tee in some way, and that other thing we talked about during the break.
Yeah.
What do you think the most consecutive golf putts hold from 33 feet is? What's
From
the record?
33 feet?
33 feet.
Wow.
Most consecutive golf putt. You're very close.
I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
Unless they're
They got it's all the stuff's on video. It's recordsetter.com. The most consecutive putts hold from 33 feet is 5.
I mean, that is seriously impressive. But I have to tell you a secret. I think I've told you this. Back east when I was doing a junior clinic, our greens were the where we did the junior clinic was the nursery green.
Yeah.
And it was very soft, kind of mushy, not often tightly rolled, right?
Right.
So when it was wet, I took a garden hose and like from about 30 feet away, and I did this like triple break snake shape, and I stepped on it, and so it left a little imprint. So when the kids are walking down the hill to that area, I would putt, and they'd see the ball travel follow that little groove like a Hot Wheels track around triple break and fall in the hole. It was hilarious because even when they got close, I was hitting like 3 balls in a row, and they all 3 do the same track, go in, and they're going, "Oh my God, coach, how do you do it?" You get up close, you could see the indent.
Oh my gosh, that is
But it was
so
hilarious,
funny.
and you couldn't do that. I tried to do it on our normal greens. They were just too tightly packed. You could do it from like 7-8 feet, but you couldn't do it from 33 feet. And you had to give it the right amount of hit because it would jump track, right? So it was quite a challenge, but it was hilarious. So this is legitimate 33 feet.
Yes.
Is there any break? I mean, even if it's
it
not
looks like
as
there's
hard,
a little bit of a hill.
it's almost
like
better
going
with a
up,
break.
going up
Fall
and then,
zone.
Yeah, a fall up and a fall. Here's one last one.
That's huge, man. That's impressive.
The most radio listeners to call in and say Tiger Woods in 1 minute on a radio show.
I know a show that had no Tiger Woods.
This happened on B94, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Same radio show.
Radio DJ Kobe.
How many lines?
Had blank radio listeners, blank number of radio listeners call in and say Tiger Woods in 1 minute.
How many lines they had? So they on air.
On air.
So 1 every 3 seconds. No, 1 3.
Close. If you calculate that out, it's very close.
If I did 1 every 3 seconds or 3 every second, 1 every 3 seconds. That's 20 in 1 minute. You said 1 minute?
It's close. 1 minute.
25.
15.
That's because you'd have to hang.
Thank you.
Tiger Woods. Click, click, click.
Yeah.
I know. What do you think the record is for not saying the Tiger Woods for an entire year of weekly shows?
I don't know. I think we have it.
We have that record.
At some point, we have it. Oh, I think that's it. I think
I have something to ponder, buddy.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Think about this, people, and take your time to ponder. It's very special, so take your time. Obstacles are those things you see when you take your eyes off the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Something stinks in here. I'll see you guys
You
later.
took your eyes off the goal.
I'm sorry.
Keep it on course, people.
See you later.
Nose
people.
off the goal there.
Bye.